Welcome to Strolling Venice. Venice is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, but also one of the most confusing for first-time visitors. From overpriced gondola rides to maze-like alleyways, it's easy to get overwhelmed. But don't worry, in this video, I'll share the top 10 mistakes tourists make in Venice and how you can avoid them. And whether you're visiting for the Venice Biennale 2025, on a budget trip through Italy, or just ticking off your bucket list, these tips will save you time, money, and stress. Let's get into it. I would like to share to you a story that happened to me one day. I was walking to the grocery store in Venice and saw three lovely tourists staring at their phones and trying to find the nearest Vaporetto stop. I thought to myself, they're almost there. So I kept walking. 10 minutes later, I came back and they were still there, confused, going in circles. It seems that their GPS wasn't helping, and honestly, that happens a lot in Venice. So I walked up and asked if they needed help. They smiled with relief and said they were looking for San Thomas station to catch the Vaporetto or a boat to Burano, but couldn't find it. I showed them the way, and I'll never forget their grateful smiles. The lesson here is that don't be afraid to ask for help in Venice. Locals and fellow travelers are happy to guide you. Sometimes a quick question saves you a lot of stress and makes your day better. Venice is a maze of narrow alleys, canals, and bridges, and even Google Maps gets confused here. But instead of stressing, embrace it. Follow the yellow signs pointing to major landmarks like Rialto, San Marco, or Accademia. And don't forget, getting lost in Venice often leads you to your best discoveries. A private gondola ride can cost you over 80 to 100 euros for just 30 minutes. But here's a smart trick. Use a traghetto, a short gondola crossing that locals use. In San Thomas, for example, you can ride for just a couple of euros. In fact, it's 2 euros. And still float across the Grand Canal in style. It's fast, cheap, and totally authentic. On the third mistakes, restaurants near San Marco or Rialto often serve overpriced touristy meals. If you see photos on the menu or English-only signs, walk away. For better food at better prices, go where locals eat. Look for handwritten menus, no crowds, and Italian conversations at the tables. Vaporettos are Venice water buses, and a single ride costs nearly 10 euros. And if you know you're using a public transport more than twice a day, I recommend buying a 24 or 48 or 72-hour pass, depending on your days of visit. And it save you money and give you unlimited rides to explore Venice and even the nearby islands. Remember, there are no cars in Venice, so it means you'll be pulling your suitcase over bridges and cobblestones. Trust me, it's not fun. To avoid the struggle, pack light and try to stay near Vaporetto stops like Piazza La Roma or Santa Lucia Station. Planning to visit St. Mark's Basilica or the Doge Palace? Don't just show up. You'll be waiting in line for hours, especially during peak season. Buy your tickets online and go early. You'll skip the crowds and have more time to enjoy the beauty of Venice. Yes, I understand. San Marco and Rialto are must-sees, but Venice has so much more to offer. Venture into neighborhoods like Cannaregio, Dorsodoro, or the Jewish Ghetto. They're quieter, more authentic, and often much cheaper too. Remember, you are in Venice. This isn't Rome or Naples. Venetian cuisine is all about seafood, risotto, and cicchetti. They are small bites served at local wine bars. So for a true taste of Venice, head to a Baccaro, grab a glass of local wine, and try a few cicchetti. Delicious and budget-friendly. Now, if you are visiting Venice in fall or winter, you might encounter Acqua Alta or high water. Flooding can make it tricky to get around. Check the tide forecast in advance and pack waterproof shoes just in case. And sometimes the raised walkways are often set up to help you get through safely. Now for my last tip, trying to see too much in one day is not a good idea. Remember, Venice is not a checklist, it's an experience. Trying to see everything in one day will just leave you tired and stressed, and I don't want that to happen to you. So if I were you, pick 1 or 2 areas per day, wander slowly, and let the magic of the city surprise you. So there you have it, the top 10 mistakes first-time tourists make in Venice and exactly how to avoid them. Do you want more smart travel tips for Venice, the Biennale, and budget-friendly Europe trips? subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and drop a comment below if you have any questions. I reply to everyone. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your Venice travel questions. See you in the next video. Ciao!